Good morning, everyone. It's the Delaware County Commissioners meeting. It's Monday, December 15th. Time is 9 a.m. and it has warmed up to 6 degrees outside. So, yeah. So let's open the meeting with the pledge.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Ed, would you call roll, please?
Commissioner Reagan,
Present.
Commissioner Brand,
Here.
Commissioner Henry,
Here.
Mr. Brook.
Okay, we have appointments, Board of Health, Civic Authority Board. You want to
Yeah.
discuss those two?
No real updates, just a reminder that we'll be making appointments in the January 5th meeting. So if you'd like to be reappointed, please notify the commissioners and why. And then we are still looking for a few board members, one Republican with some legal background for the Civic Center Authority Board, and we're still looking for that Democrat for the Board of Health.
Sherry, Fair Board?
About the same Commissioner Brand was saying that we'll be very busy in the next week or two.
Yep.
Very
And
good.
Happy Bill of Rights Day.
All right, we have table business, the tower audit lease. John, you ready to do that, or you still?
Not yet.
Okay,
Gotten some information from some competitors.
very good. We appreciate you doing that. Commissioner meeting minutes, November 17th, 2025.
Motion to remove from the table.
Second.
We have a motion to remove this from the table in a second. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Reagan,
Yes.
Commissioner Brand.
Yes.
Commissioner Henry.
Yes.
I sent some corrections to those. I believe those have been made, so I'd make a motion to approve.
Second.
We have a motion to approve with the corrections in a second. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Reagan,
Yes.
Commissioner Brand,
Yes.
Commissioner Henry.
Yes. Next, we have the Schaefer Leadership Academy is still on the table. What's your wish?
I'd like to remove it.
I'll second.
We have a motion to remove this from the table in a second. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Reagan,
Yes.
Commissioner Brand,
Yes.
Commissioner Henry.
Yes.
I would like to add that maybe our employees are not taking advantage of the Schaefer Leadership Academy, but I would like to support them for what they do just to lift our county people that want to better themselves. And I think it's a good program for $5,000 donation.
Are you talking about option 2? Yeah. Yeah, option 2 is a sponsorship of community-wide pre-supervisor training. So anyone in the community could take advantage of this, be sponsored by the commissioners. And then, of course, county employees could also take advantage of that if they so choose. But I agree with you generally. I think maybe a few in the courts have taken advantage of it in the past and they've really liked it. But other than that,
We need to promote it more probably within.
Do you have any comments, sir?
Nothing to add, but just affirm what Commissioner Brand had said.
Okay. What's your pleasure?
I'd like to adopt.
I'll second.
We have a motion to approve for $5,000, correct? And a sec-
Option number 2,
Okay.
very specifically, option number 2, which is a sponsorship of community-wide pre-supervisor training program.
We have a motion and a second. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Reagan,
Yes.
Commissioner Brand.
Yes.
Commissioner Henry.
No. Next, we have Delaware County Unique Computer Service Contract.
Make a motion to remove from the table.
Second.
We have a motion to remove this from the table in a second. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Reagan,
Yes.
Commissioner Brand,
Yes.
Commissioner Henry.
Yes. Ed, you want to talk about this again real quick, please?
Sure, this is a contract with Unique Computer Services. It's in reference to the retirement of some employees, IT group, and needing support between the offices of the treasurer, the assessor, and the auditor's office.
And it's a contract with, help me out with his name.
Bruce Hackler.
Bruce Ackler.
Yes.
So Bruce has been kind of the glue between all those offices and making sure information and timelines are met, especially with, since we have different softwares, et cetera. He's the one that behind the scenes that writes scripts and makes sure that data gets moved from one software platform to another. And the maximum that contract is 100,000. It'll be somewhat less than that. We don't know what that is because it's hourly based. But I've got the assessor and also the treasurer here to speak on their behalf if you have any questions.
So they would participate in funding this based on the hours that were used for the assessor's office or the treasurer's office or the auditor's office. Each individual office would pull
Yeah.
money out of your, yeah.
Right.
So we did spend some time last week looking at the 2026 budget that Jim Fluke had submitted. And there are two contractual lines, one in, I think it's Fund 120 and 146. Thank you. And we went through everything. It does look like the money would be there to fund this, provided that when the assessor's office uses it and the treasurer's office uses it, that they pay their portion. Now, Ed, did you say in the last meeting that Unique Computer Services is bonded or insured?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And has legal counsel reviewed this contract?
We did.
Okay.
Yes, we have.
I honestly feel like at this point, we don't have much of an option.
Correct. And since he's been here, he knows the system, and we're very pleased. I say we should adopt.
A second.
We have a motion to approve this contract in a second. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Reagan,
Yes.
Commissioner Brand,
Yes.
Commissioner Henry.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next, we have ordinance 25-37, an ordinance creating tax sale bidder fee for use by the Delaware County Auditor and Treasurer's Office.
I'll make a motion to remove.
A second.
We have a motion to remove this ordinance from the table in a second. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Brand,
Yes.
Commissioner Reagan,
Yes.
Commissioner Henry.
Yes.
When I saw this, I thought it seemed like very encumbersome how you keep track of all of it, but I've been assured that other counties have done it and that it's not as hard as I thought it was. So it brings in, I don't know how much money it might bring in, but
Well, and this is one I think we had talked also. We may start digging a little deeper into the way that some of the other counties structure the fees that they charge. Like Marion County does it in a much different way. And so I think Ed and I are going to try to work together to see if we can get a little bit more information for you guys before we're ready to say this is a final proposal.
I agree. That was the reason for tabling it. We was going to try to look into it to see if there was,
well, I had
to be honest with you, more fees that we could charge.
Right, because the fees that were presented are statutory, and the concern was it's really not that much money that can be charged, so.
I'll make a motion to put it back on the table then.
Second.
We have a motion to table it in a second. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Brand,
Yes.
Commissioner Reagan.
Yes.
Commissioner Henry.
Yes. Ordinance number 2025-32, we're keeping that on the table. Is everybody comfortable with that?
We are leaving that on the table, and I
So-
received a follow-up letter from the NNH Miller Investments requesting that it remain on the table.
Perfect. Next, we have approval of minutes, Commissioner meeting December 1st, 2025.
I also sent corrections to those, and provided that they're made, I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
We have a motion to approve the minutes in a second. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Brand,
Yes.
Commissioner Reagan,
Yes.
Commissioner Henry.
Yes. Next, we have presentations to the commissioners. We have Heartland Scholar House, Doug Eckerty.
I am not.
Thank you for having us. I'll be brief. My name is Brianna Price. I work for Doug Eckerty. I'm the executive director of the Heartland Scholar House program. So I really appreciate letting us introduce ourselves. That information is very brief. It's for you guys to take home. But the Scholar House program is a program that helps families escape poverty. They graduate themselves out of poverty. It's a 2-generation program model that's existed for 25 years as a successful model for helping families graduate from poverty. The way we do that, we use every tool in our tool belt. We use family advocacy, personal coaching. We use academics. So we're required that the families, the 2 parents or the 2-generation, the parents are in school. We are providing wraparound supports and services, and then crucially, affordable student housing for a time period while the family is in school to get them to graduation. The program was launched here in central Indiana as a model of the Louisville, Kentucky model that's operated for 25 years in 2022. We have 3 campuses in 3 counties now. Our partnership here is with Ball State University, where we provide housing at Scheidler Apartments. And you can see there on page 2 some statistics where we started in 22 serving roughly 20 to 30 families, and this year we're going to close out at 350 families. So we have a very high interest in the program. We already have early degree completions and certificates, so we're very excited about that. We are maxed out with our housing capacity currently, and how we work is very complex and multi-layered, but we're happy to talk about that with anyone. So today we're just wanting to introduce ourselves. We would love community support. If you have families that you know are 2-generation, a parent and a child, and they're interested in going to school in any capacity, whether that's a work certificate, an apprenticeship program, or a college degree, please let us know. Some statistics: the state of Indiana single mother graduation rate is 1.7% from an institution of higher ed, and with our program it's 88.6%. So we do make a difference when it comes to supporting those families. To my left is Ashley Soldat. She is our Muncie Scholar House director. She has a team of 5 people, from advocates to coaches to workshop leaders. Teaching life skills is a very long process. It takes a lot of work and a lot of one-on-one time and mentorship. So one of those other statistics you'll see on there are the hours that we put in. This year will be right at 4,000 hours. So any questions for the group?
Have any questions or
I've
comments?
heard the program before, and I'm very impressed, and I'd like to table it so we could look for some economic funding to help make a nice donation,
So you want to put it on the table and then,
please.
okay, I'll second.
We have a motion and a second to table this issue. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Brand.
Yep.
Commissioner Reagan.
Yes.
Commissioner Henry.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Next, we have Secure Shred.
I don't believe that.
Jenna, is this you?
Brett Harine is here.
Oh, is he here?
So this is, we have a company currently that we don't have a contract with that does our shredding, and this is one of the continuous improvement projects put forth to reduce costs to the county. What you have in your packet is each of the offices and how many consoles they currently have and the pricing associated with it. So probation clerk, court admin, prosecutor, there's a locked container for DVD, family support, public defender, sheriff's investigation, the auditor, county building here, I think they're in the basement, CASA, 911, EMS. So there's a total of about 26 or 28 consoles.
Right.
These prices are based on 1 time per month to pick up, and saves on the pickup charges in addition to the overall cost of service just being lower.
Well, I
And
will say
they
the
would
new,
have a contact number that we would have available for each of the departments if they needed an emergency pickup. I know that there are times of the year when the auditor or others have additional paper that they need picked up.
it is a little bit more costly, this new company, but I understand there's been some lack of service. So I'm willing to go to the new company if that's what we need to do, because we have so much down there that needs to be rid of, and some does not have to be shredded. It's just old papers that need to be recycled.
They also did a special cleanup for us back in the summer.
We started this shred thing, how many years ago, Emily?
I think 2.
2 or 3 years
Yeah,
ago?
2 or 3. It was when Jenny was still here.
Yeah, the commissioners end up paying for the majority of it, and to me, this is something else that should be in individual offices' budgets.
I agree.
But we gotta have the service.
You know, when you say that, Commissioner Henry, it's just so mind-boggling to have everybody fill out individual claims. And I'm not real happy with some other budgets that we've taken out of our office and put in the departments. And so I would keep this under R, so it's easier to pay and there's no difficulty. We are in charge of cleaning up the place. We don't charge the departments for the electricity they use, etc. So if you want to table it, we can talk later.
I don't want to table it. Emily?
Emily Anderson, Court Administrator. I wasn't aware that there was issues with ProShred. We've had no issues at the Justice Center. I have a contact that if we have any issues at all, they are very responsive. So I don't know what happened with the breakdown here at the county building. I just have a couple of questions. One, how does it work? Is it the same exact thing as they come into each office and pick up the totes? Are the totes the same? Are they secure? So like the public defender's office has a locked metal container. I think the prosecutor has something for DVDs. So I just want to make sure it's apples to apples before we switch over. Because I was in the process of building the contract. Well, or I don't know if it's a contract, building the first one. And I want to make sure that all the offices get what they have to begin with. And secondly, are they going to be responsive as far as like if I have extra pickups? So by statutory requirements, we have to do what's called, I can't even think of the name now because I'm blanking, but we have to get rid of jury questionnaires and things like that on a schedule. So if I have to have them pick up 4 extra totes, am I going to be able to call them before the next pickup? And how responsive are they going to be? And how, you know, so right now I can email this person and she puts it on the next pickup and there's no issues. So I just want to make sure that we have good communication because as far as I'm concerned, Amy at ProShred is very responsive, at least to me. Now I'm hearing county building is having issues. I didn't even know that was going on. Nobody's contacted me about that.
Yeah, you asked about a dozen questions. I can tell you that the containers won't be the same. I would say that ProShred will pick theirs
Let's-
up and
let's-
somebody else will
Can
drop them
we
off.
get them to answer the questions?
Yeah, Brett, can you come up to the,
Yeah.
Secure Shred's a local company too, so they would,
Yeah, we've been in Muncie for 16 years.
You state your name and what company you're with, please.
Brent Warine for Secure Shred owner. So, yeah, so as far as the consoles are concerned, you guys are using the larger consoles. We wanted to go something with something that's a little nicer with the office consoles. That's what we use. And so if you look at it, the consoles, we're showing more consoles, but the pricing is the same. And they hold the same amount of paper. So it's locked consoles. We keep the key. We show up once a month and we shut everything on site.
So the console, when you talk about console, currently we have like a big tote,
Yes.
which holds a lot of paperwork.
Right.
And we have a key so we can get in it if something gets in there that shouldn't, or if we need to do whatever. Do we have access to that the same? Okay. That's all the questions I have. Thank you.
thank you.
Are there any other questions?
No other questions, but you know, the commissioners don't shred. We have our own shredder. We don't
Well-
send stuff here. We don't shred it, just like mail. I mean, we mail almost nothing.
That I understand, but the labor, the intensity of getting the claims in, there's just a lot of unhappiness the way we're doing some things.
I'd make a motion to approve
Second.
Secure Shred.
We have a motion to approve Secure Shred and a second. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Reagan,
Yes.
Commissioner Brand.
Yep.
Commissioner Henry.
Yes.
You get a contract
That's what I was gonna say. Can we
in
get
front
a-
of us. Pardon? Yes, that's right. Flat pricing for 3 years.
Thank you. All right, next we have reply all email, Commissioner Brand.
Yeah, so I'd sent out an email etiquette email sometime back about the right way to handle email, and we have a reply to all option in our email, and sometimes that clogs people's email boxes. In fact, people even respond to all, saying, take me off this email. So I would like to disable the reply to all email function, and I thought I would have an open discussion here. I've
Well,
done
just-
this before at other businesses, and it's incredibly effective.
It does come in handy, but it does take some education that if you just want to make it real quick, to reply to one, then
I just believe you should be more intentional when you're replying to something. If you want to add everybody back in, go ahead and add them back in. But, you know, all these back and forths, it's ridiculous. Totally unprofessional.
I agree, but I hate to remove it for some people who do want to do the,
All they have to do is type in all email users and they
well,
get them all right back
time
in there.
sensitive, then
Are you gonna make that a motion?
Yes.
I have a real problem with that because I have groups set up, probation, court staff, judges, and then you're gonna have to maybe type in every single time I reply to them in our group settings.
Yes.
I don't think that's fair to us. I think it's more of an education to the court, or to not the court staff, to staff to say, don't reply all on these big emails that are sent out and just reply to the person you want to reply to. Because that's how I live, is by email. I'm sure you do, and you do, and you do. And I cannot type out, that is so cumbersome for me to type out to my court staff. And when I'm replying all, like sometimes I have to send something out and I have to send something back to that group right after that. That is just a lot.
and Emily, I believe you brought up a good point. It's the way you have these stored. Your
Right. There is
So,
groups.
one time we had a new employee that sent something out that shouldn't have gone out. So it's just the way that you enter them
Right.
so you can use them later.
Right. So it's a technology education, not a take it away from everybody to punish one.
Thank you.
It's not punishing one, it's punishing many. And it's the right thing to do. Don't you have groups set up where you can type like the first two letters of the group and it autofills the group in?
Right. But if I already have a thread going,
It's what?
a thread, if I already have an email thread going and I hit reply, then I have to now instead remember who I've sent it to, whether it's court, admin, or court, probation, judges, then I have to remember who I've got in this thread. I just think it's not fair to take that option from us. And that's state level too, right? I've got state level people I'm doing reply all to.
Yep.
So I'm gonna go
Everybody
back
has-
in that thread and start typing it all out.
So how many times do we have to educate people?
Well, there's some people
don't
that
think-
need more education.
Well, I'm gonna
You can
keep them
explain it to them, but you can't understand it for them.
Tanya Dunsmore, Chief Deputy Auditor. I agree with both. Is there a way to stop it from when it goes out to all email users? I agree with you 100% as far as the reply all. A lot of the comments, or things said or whatnot doesn't need to go to everyone. They could just reply to the person who's sending it. But when it comes to groups, I have groups as well set up. And yes, you can hit 1 or 2 letters and it pops up. However, like she said, when you have a thread going, I have the auditors finance, or I have the staff, or I have, I have different ones. So I have HR, as a group. So I like to keep that same thread. So is there a way to make that still work and then not reply all to the email users of 600?
I'm not an IT person at all, right? And Emily, I don't live by my email. As a matter of fact, at the end of next year, I won't even have an email address. So yeah. But is there a way that the original, the person who makes the email, is there a way to remove all
There is.
then?
There is.
So-
You can blind copy groups. And then when somebody replies to all, that reply to all in that large group won't be in the response. So if somebody, I'm gonna try one more time, okay? And then I'm gonna make a motion later to remove the reply to all. I'm gonna send out another email etiquette email and educate people on the proper use of email, including if you're gonna put all users, put it in the blind carbon copy. That way, if somebody does reply to all, it won't go to the whole group.
I like that.
All right.
Josh, do you have anything to add?
Yes, Josh Jarvis, Human Resources. So just to be clear on the reply all, this was only in regards to all email users. This was not for groups or whomever you're sending it to in your department. This is just whenever, I mean, I send out a weekly Friday email to all email users. There's no reason to hit reply all to that. That's what this is in discussion of. It's just all email users, not groups. And there is a way to do that, to set it up where no one can hit reply all on just those. The groups can still stay the same.
Agree.
Thanks. All right. Anything else on that?
Nope, thank you.
Let's go to the Delaware County 2025 deed sale calendar. Ed?
Yes. So we are gonna have a deed sale. It's gonna be April, look at the date here. There will
13th.
be 73 parcels. It's going to April 13th. Is when we're gonna have the deed sale. We actually have the calendar here for the commissioners and everyone to review. But we will have it at the fairgrounds in the Heartland Building at 10 a.m.
That's Tuesday, April the 14th.
Yes.
Thank you.
Was this discussed with Circuit Court 5, Judge Cannon, this date? And does he need to do anything?
There's nothing he needs to do. The only thing that's required, which is on this calendar here, which is advertising. The only parcels we're putting in the sale are the ones that are being put in the commissioner's name currently. So we're not processing or submitting any new parcels to be reviewed by the courts.
Okay.
Ed, on this very nice list of the dates, on the April 13th, on Monday, that a payment may come in, and does that have to be made by noon?
It should be. That's up to the treasurer. The treasurer's saying yes. We don't handle the money, so that's
Right,
up to the
so
treasurer.
that should say noon.
Yes, we would like to have those in by noon. We do the same thing for the tax sale,
Thank you.
just that way that we can get them removed if they pay.
Any other questions?
If you want a motion, I'll make a motion to adopt.
Do we need to adopt this schedule?
Do we need
This
to
is just
approve
under
this?
presentation.
Okay,
This is just for
Okay,
information.
thank you.
All right, next we go to HCC Life Insurance, Commissioner Rand.
Yep. So this is, HCC is the current stop loss carrier, no change. We're just basically renewing the policy for 26 to pay very specific stop loss claims. Our renewal projected rates, we incorporated those fees and projected claims for 2026. So this is more of a formality than anything, but we need to approve this. Make a motion to approve.
Second,
We have a motion to approve and a second. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Reagan,
yes.
Commissioner Brand,
Yes.
Commissioner Henry.
Yes. Next, we have PSC Associates, Mr. Carmichael.
Good morning. Dave Carmichael, County Assessor. This is the time of year that counties are in contract and bidding for reassessment cycle upcoming. I attached with your packets a summary of bids, analysis of how Delaware County performs compared to similar sized counties, and finally the DLGF form contract. The lowest bid was PSC Associates. The attached contract is a form contract as issued by the Department of Local Government Finance, or DLGF. Once the contract is approved locally, the DLGF may or approve or deny employment of professional services. PSC was certified by the DLGF on October 17, 2017. Out of 48 monthly progress reports to the DLGF this last cycle, PSC always remained ahead of schedule and is now 100% complete with the project. Delaware County's reassessment work plan for the next cycle was approved by the DLGF on June 26, 2025 for that cycle. And some misconceptions about assessors using contractors is, well, they're coming out to raise your assessment. What these contractors are doing is inventory, and that's it. They don't care whether you painted your house, put a new roof on, added fencing, resurfaced your driveway. Those are all common items that have no extra cost to them. Besides, nearly 100% of assessment increases in 2025 were due to state action, not local action. And as you all know, the timing couldn't have been worse. There's also scheduled changes for 2026 residential and also commercial property, but nothing's been released at this point. Reassessment's a very labor-intensive process. Data collectors in the field doing inventory, as I said, and the properties that are changed are unreported changes, changes by permit, and state mandated changes carried out by the assessor as directed by the legislature. It is my recommendation that we move forward in a continued efficient manner with PSC. No additional appropriations are needed, and funding comes from the reassessment fund. Any questions?
Is PSC the incumbent?
Yes.
They're doing it today. So
There were 3 bids.
Yep.
And that was the lowest best bid.
and I think the form contract is mandated by the state, so we don't have any ability to modify the form contract. But is there a copy of the actual contract?
I gave that to all 3 of you.
Okay. Oh, is it in this book?
No.
Basically, the form contract is they write it. Got some fill in the blank sections of what services they're going to perform. We didn't change any services for this cycle. Everything's working. And there's not really no reason that you don't, it's not broke, don't fix it.
John and Danielle, have you guys looked at this contract?
Yes, I've taken a look at it. The DLGF mandates these contracts. I've looked at them for a couple different counties, and in the past, I've offered some changes that I didn't like, and the DLGF rejected those, so there's not much we can do.
Okay.
I know this company's been here and glad to see the younger Mr. Ward's taking over now, and I move we adopt as presented.
Second.
We have a motion to approve this contract in a second. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Reagan.
Yes.
Commissioner Brand.
Yes.
Commissioner Henry.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, you get to see me, but once every 4 years. That's a good thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks. Next, we have the 2026 stormwater meetings. We have a list of those. Does anyone have any questions or comments about those?
We're just basically holding the date for the first Monday of every month, immediately following our commissioner meeting. Should there be the need for a stormwater meeting, it'll be on that first Monday. The only exception's in September, because there's a holiday the first Monday in September, so it'll be on Tuesday, September 8th. I make a motion to adopt.
Second.
We have a motion to adopt this in a second. These will be at approximately 10:30, we hope.
Roughly.
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Brand.
Yes.
Commissioner Reagan.
Yes.
Commissioner Henry.
Yes. Next, we have the 2026 Unsafe Building Authority meetings.
Similar to the stormwater, this is holding the date on the third Monday, immediately following our commissioner meeting, approximately starting at 10:30. The only exception would be the first or the third Monday in January is a holiday, so it'd be Tuesday, January 20th. Motion to adopt.
Second.
We have a motion to adopt these meeting dates and times in a second. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Reagan.
Yes.
Commissioner Brand.
Yes.
Commissioner Henry.
Yes. Thank you. Next, we'll go to LPA Bridge number 51. Mr. Thomas.
Good morning, Dean Thomas, County Engineer. This is the first contract I've got to go through. It's just for bridge number 51, which is over McGalliard Road at Kilbrook Creek. It's a rehab, and this is the construction inspection contract. know if there's any other questions or comments about,
And
this
I
particular-
believe you said on this project, one side will stay open.
yes, this one will. It's out there at the very edge of the county. Yes, we'll
out there by
maintain one.
U-Haul. Yeah, yeah. And it's year 2028
Correct.
to take place. I move we adopt.
We're actually, and we are working on getting the letting date moved up on this one, since it is kind of with the steel plates and everything. We need to get this one taken care of as quickly as possible.
Thank you.
A second.
A motion to approve this contract in a second. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Brand,
Yes.
Commissioner Reagan,
Yes.
Commissioner Henry.
Yes. Bridge 20,
Then Bridge 20, Walnut Street over Missinawa River, replacement, and we actually have a couple people here that could elaborate a little further on it.
Jennifer Pittman, Lockmiller Group. So this is the contract for the design of the replacement of Bridge 20. The bridge's superstructure is increasingly deteriorating and is on a substructure that is considered scour critical. So replacement was the only option to both replace the deteriorating superstructure and ensure that we can reduce the scour risk on the substructure for years to come. Any further questions, I'd be happy to answer.
so this one's the one, the pillars are washing around the bottom, right? In the
Correct.
river.
Yep.
That's what you're calling scour of it.
Correct, yeah. So we'll put the new bridge on piles deep into the rock so that won't happen.
Good.
This one also, the deck, where the deck comes together is right over those pillars, and water intrudes between those two sections, and it's eroding the top of the pillars as well.
Yep.
One of them, you can see the rebar.
Yep, and that's a deterioration that once it starts, it goes quick. So the sooner we can get it replaced, the better.
And I believe it doesn't take place until 2031.
Yeah, that's with the federal funding, that was, they set the schedule, not us.
So you will be keeping your eye on it.
Yes,
for us.
yes, for sure.
I participated in a field check out there a couple months ago, and we talked about a lot of potential alternatives, but it does look like this is the best solution.
What's your pleasure?
Motion to approve.
Second.
We have a motion to
This,
approve
for the design. That's
Yep.
what this is for.
and a second. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Reagan,
Yes.
Commissioner Brand,
Yes.
Commissioner Henry.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Dean, we have another one for Cowan Road and Fusion Road.
Yes. So this is for the design, the roundabout, proposed roundabout out there at Cowan Road and Fuson. We also have somebody here who could elaborate a little further on that. Jamie, do you want to come up and?
Jamie Stelzelmeyer, Construction Point Project Manager. Yes, this is for the design of the Cowan and Fuson roundabout there by the canning plant and Magna Power Products. Looking at possibility of a 2-lane roundabout on the north-south approaches, single-lane roundabout on the east-west approaches.
And how many months can we put these in? 6 months.
How long does it take to install?
To install, if we do a full closure, we can probably install it in about 60 days. In our proposal, we proposed leaving it open, so it's probably going to take several months to get it done under traffic, mainly just because of the number of businesses that are out there. We want to try to keep it open, so that will make it take a little bit longer. But I would say within one construction season, it can easily be completed.
And this is not until 2030 also.
Correct.
I move we adopt.
A second.
A motion to approve this contract in a second. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Brand,
Yes.
Commissioner Reagan,
Yes.
Commissioner Henry.
Yes. Thank
Thank
you. Next, we have bridge number 502.
Bridge number 502, Garkey Street over Buck Creek replacement. And this is for the design phase of that. Jeff or Mike, you guys have anything you want to come up and add about it?
Not really. Jeff Larison, United. Not really. The contract's been drafted, sent to NDOT. They've gone over the numbers and assured that the rates met the standards, and so it's back in your court now for approval.
Are there any questions?
Nope. These last three, including this one, these were part of the RFP that we scored earlier this year. Motion to approve.
Second.
We have a motion to approve this contract in a second. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Reagan,
Yes.
Commissioner Brand,
Yes.
Commissioner Henry.
Yes. Next we have bridge number 30.
All right, this is for bridge number 30. It's an addition to the contract. There was a asbestos inspection that was left out. So this is for a $2,600 asbestos inspection. That'll be paid out of the cumulative bridge fund, and just need approval to basically execute that and finish out the design phase.
There money in the design budget for that 2,600.
We've found what we need to use. It's like I say, we'd rather not have to spend it, but it was an oversight. So we want to make sure we get that done since we're basically at the finish line for the design piece of it.
This is Eaton Albany Pike over Reese Ditch.
Correct. This is specifically for the asbestos, part of the design. Motion to approve.
Second.
A motion to approve in a second. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Brand,
Yes.
Commissioner Reagan,
Yes.
Commissioner Henry.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank
Do you have
you.
anything else?
No, that's it for today.
All
Are you
right.
sure?
Thank you.
Thanks for all your work.
All right, next we have UTV with a plow. Don?
Yes, name is Don Chambers, building superintendent. I'm requesting that we get a UTV with a cab over with a plow. We've got, right now we're using a riding mower with a plow on it. And due to the temperatures yesterday, I wouldn't let them use it yesterday. We did the best we could. I just think and it's a multi-use vehicle. We can use it during the summertime around the big campus out there. It's a multifunctional vehicle. And I just want everybody to be safe with the temperatures and everything.
So you provided a couple different quotes. One of them was for a Kawasaki with a does that include a plow? I think it does.
It does.
$28,344.36. And then you provided another quote for John Deere. And that's there's one on here for
It's
$39,149.29.
Well, there's
There's another one for this is a used one for 32,000, correct?
Yes, and they just informed me Friday they sold that one.
Okay, so the used one's out. So we have the one from Anderson for 28,344. We have the one from John Deere for 39,149.29.
Make a motion to approve the quote from Tom Wood for the Kawasaki, and we would fund that out of Edit Capital.
second.
A motion to approve and a second. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Reagan,
Yes.
Commissioner Brand,
Yes.
Commissioner Henry.
Yes. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Appreciate you guys. I know it's been difficult the last couple months with snow, but we appreciate.
31 hours for me, just for the week.
I understand. We appreciate you guys. Next, we have Commissioner Deed Sale Addendum, Mr. Carroll.
We're gonna table this one till next meeting.
You want to table this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Motion to table.
Second.
A motion to table this agreement in a second. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Brand,
Yes.
Commissioner Reagan,
Yes.
Commissioner Henry.
Yes. Next, we have the debt service agreement.
Yes, this is agreement between county and gas we're requesting. This is to get the
This is the one that was presented before that I had a few questions and things about. Guts was able to, almost to every single one of my line items, they changed the contract to make it consistent with all except for the waiver provision, which is kind of like going to the doctor to have surgery. If you want the surgery, you're going to have to sign off on it. So I think at this point, John and I are comfortable with the contract the way they've amended it.
The total for this is $6,000 annually.
Correct.
Even with the amendments, they kept the price the same.
Yeah, it didn't affect the source or anything.
Okay.
Legally.
Legal.
Who does this work today?
Was being done by Ward previously.
Ward? Was that PSC or a different?
It's your pleasure.
Make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
A motion to approve this contract and second. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Brand,
Yes.
Commissioner Reagan,
Yes.
Commissioner Henry.
Yes. Next, we have Amplified Fund, Ampla Fund contract.
Yes. So this is the grant software. Got approval from the council for the position this past year, summer. They also funded the software, which is what this contract's for the year 25 and also in 26. So we got that council.
I'm asking the commissioners, we just got this on Friday and I've had a chance to go through all of it. So if you could table this till the next meeting, so I can have a chance to go through it.
So move.
I will make one comment before I second under section 4 payment terms
Yeah, we've already found out.
about the paying in advance. Yeah, we can't do that. I'll second the motion.
We have a motion to table and second. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Reagan,
Yes.
Commissioner Brand,
Yes.
Commissioner Henry.
Yes. Next, we have the ECIRPD annual dues. Bill Walters.
Ed, you want to turn on your mic?
Morning, Commissioners. Bill Walters, ECI Regional Planning District.
Thanks.
I turned in invoices for 2026. Commissioner Henry asked me to give a small update. I give you a package this morning. If you don't mind, I'll go through the grants. I'll go with federal, state, and then I'll finish up on corporate and community grants at the bottom. Grants received in 2026 federal-wise. We did not receive any grants, but that does not mean we did anything. As you can see from here, right now we're currently working on an EDA disaster grant in Grant County. They were on the only one out of the 4-member region that was declared a disaster. So we are working on one with IWU, Indiana Wesleyan University, Marion Aviation, and the city of Marion. We've had some good conversations with DDA, and that's moving forward. So that there will be going in. It is up to $20 million. The EPA assessment grant, we have finished that up. All the work on our end has been done, and that is being turned in at the end of this month for 2026. That's another $500,000. As you remember, we just finished up with the last one in the Whiteley, Industria, and McKinley neighborhoods, along with other areas inside Delaware County, the tanks that we got removed. And the last one, EPA revolving loan fund. We will be going for that in 2026. We have already started to work with another firm gathering information. We attended the Brownfield Conference in Chicago this year, had a lot of courses on that and a lot of things to set up. Anyone that's done a revolving loan fund, especially of $1 million, it takes about 3 different teams. So we're in the course of setting those up as of now. Submitted grants as we stand. Other than that, we've also got the DOT RTA pilot program. I think we worked with Delaware County on that. We worked with all 4 counties on that. That is a culvert grant, $780,000 to do a complete inventory, surveys, and possible corrections that need to be done so that we can look into the second half of the DOT for funding when construction side comes to it. Active grants that are still in play right now, the SS4A, a lot of you are on those steering committees. That is the Safer Streets for All. We have gotten all the data out of the 4 areas. It is being crashed, went through flow labs. There's going to be some surprising numbers to some people that if you've not been in the meetings, you will find that we have had an increase in death fatality across the region when it comes to accidents. I don't have the specific number on, but trust me, it is not a polite number when you see it, possibilities of your survival in a crash throughout East Central Indiana. The numbers have gone up steadily over the last 5 years. We got the data for over 10 years and are currently finishing up the crunch on the numbers on those. We also are working with that with the MPO in conjunction. Both of us are doing this project together. Moving on, USDA Best 6. Sad to report, we did not get funded for Best 7. 6 out of 7 is not a bad track record. They ran out of money. We were instructed and asked to please apply again. We still have $13,749.21 in that account. Those are your workshops that you see throughout the 4-county region on entrepreneurs, business plans, funding, helping them get started with Ted Baker, Kaufman series. Still got money there, still available. We will reapply for that here in the spring of 2026. Moving over to the next side, now we're going to get into corporate and grant funding. Whoops, wait a minute. I skipped one. Sorry. CCMG, state funding, it was at the bottom of the federal page. I apologize. As you see that, we take care of 9 small communities inside the 4-county region. As you can see there, we just had the award in 2025. We received 4, Yorktown, Daleville, Gaston, and Chesterfield. Total combined, 1.614, $323,060. It was a good 4 out of 5. I'm smiling. I'm happy with that. I wished it was 5 out of 5, but we didn't get there. Going into the corporate side and the community side, this is where you see the other side of the team. Remember, we put this team together a year ago. We started really working with Ball State. We emphasized on grants, small. Some of you are even in. We now have a grant writing course that's going on that we've established and gone through because of what they've done. But as the grant applications submitted, community foundation or community funding applications, we have done 28 applications to date, a total request of 139,500. The focus of these areas are community development, beautification, internship program support, and revitalization. 2, corporate funding applications. We put in 33 applications in 2025. Total requests, 44,584. These areas focus on public safety, arts and culture, youth programming, and workforce development. Combined total, ECI RPD was put in 61 total grant applications, a combined grant request of $184,084. Out of that, we were awarded the community side of it, 5 grants, $41,700. Corporate funding, 13 grants, total award was $3,000. The corporate side, we're pretty much opening up those conversations. Remember I said it was a first-year deal. We found the low-hanging fruit and now have set up in meetings where we have set down what ECI does, what our programs are in the 4-county region, and where we might be able to partner with these organizations. Going to the last page, the combined summary that would have been, I already did that, I'm sorry. Pending grants, community funding pending. We've got an Indiana Arts Commission grant, $250 for Jay County. It's a $5,000 request. There's a mural on the wall. Up there, they've got one trying to do the other side. We are working with them on that one. Additional capacity building proposals projected for quarter 1 of 2026, including internship program and operational grants. Key takeaways. ECI has demonstrated strong funding activity with 61 applications submitted, 18 awards received, and several proposals in progress for early 2026. These efforts position the region to secure continued external investment supporting economic growth, public safety, youth engagement, and community revitalization across all 4 counties. Bottom line, which I know you guys are very interested in, you watched me and I had a couple comments. ECI RPD has assisted communities in 2025 received $1,659,023.60. You see beside that number, I said that is a 26-to-1 ROI. That is not just your dues of $33,000. That is a total of $63,380.10 is all ECI collects in dues. We brought in $1.6 million in 2025. I think that's a pretty good return on investment. and we are actually doing the programs and the things in the community as far as cultural, housing. It's not just chasing grants. We're actually putting programs together with inside all 4 of the counties. Be happy to answer any questions.
Very impressive. Thank you.
It is impressive. This is not a dues increase, right? How long's it been since you've increased the dues?
We have not increased dues since 2009. We are the last in the state of the 16. It's at 30. We've kind of operated a different way. We have really worked hard on the grant. Why? On the backside of every grant, there's between 8 and 12%, some even higher, 13%, that goes for administration. We do all administration in-house. Your SS4A grant that went across all 4 counties was $500,000. That was only $400,000 that was supplied by the Department of Transportation. $100,000 came out of ECI. We funded that with $50,000 in kind and $50,000 in cash from the money that we've received from the grants. That enables us not to come back to you, not to ask for participation. We can get it out. Now, what I would do is when we come back on the backside of the $2 billion worth of funding for construction that we're matched up with the engineers, the county, and where we're going, that we use that money to look at those projects that we can relieve and do an 80-20 split on that, and you can use your money somewhere else.
Thank you.
Very nice.
And your dues are based off of,
Per capita.
population, yeah.
Yep, 30 cents. And like I
Yeah.
said, we have not raised it. There has been a question to raise. I think that is a board decision. We are currently working more and more with the MPO, RPO, working together using our resources. We've started conversations with commissioners in 3 of the 4 counties to even increase that cooperation. So before we look at an increase in cost, I think we need to look at efficiencies that we could do teaming up together and what it would do and be able to bring to the table. I think we've been very good at keeping our costs down, but yet giving you a good return on your investment.
You have some very sharp people that are currently working for you.
I am very pleased with what Ball State University and our teamwork has been very great. We went through over 50 interns as of right now. Matter of fact, last week we just signed a deal with Ball State University. We will be working in conjunction with them for more interns. As you know, a lot of these students have FAFSA money. They are given work study programs, a lot of money, and they need internships. ECI has been proud to be one that holds one. We bring in interns, but every one of our interns have made $15 an hour. We treat them with respect. They are given projects. We work them in areas throughout the community that are needed, whether it is, because it was this morning, an attorney's office, a transportation, in the MPO, we have them. Wherever it's needed, I can go to Ball State and get it. They have up to $4,000 in FAFSA money that they can use for their work study. The only way they can get it is through an internship. With that cost us $1,500 for a 2-month semester. So it is very worth keeping the program going, now stepping to the next side of it and finding those key players that we can use throughout the offices, throughout all 4 of the counties where we can put these people into those areas.
We appreciate their work and like I said, they're very, very intelligent people, young people, and we needed some Excel classes up here, and I said, well, I'm gonna call Bill and see if they had, and of course he had someone. And so those classes were a success, and we appreciate that.
Well, I think I'm not trying to take work away. Like I told, I think both you two in the last meeting, now we've come up with the iPhones and the 17s. Phaser ratings. We do them for a lot of the small towns. We've now looked at a way that we might be able to do these on a county scale and save thousands of dollars that you can direct in other areas. The rating system's down. We handle it for all 9. We handle the asset management plan, ITAP, LTAP. Everything's there. The closeout. Now these guys with the phone and the technology and the apps that are out there, we're going to push it a little bit and see what we can do as far as a county-wide one.
Very nice.
Any questions?
None for me.
What's your pleasure on the invoice?
Motion to approve.
Second.
We have a motion to approve payment of the invoice for $33,570.90 and a second. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Reagan.
Yes.
Commissioner Brand.
Yes.
Commissioner Henry.
Yes. Thank you, Mr. Wolf.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, ordinances. We don't have any ordinances for first reading, ordinances for second reading. Ordinance 2025-35, an ordinance rescinding ordinance 24-20 2014-040A and 2013-003, defining insurance for Delaware County retirees and removing spouses, dependents from coverage.
And I'm going to vote no on this, but I want to explain my vote. So I agree that we should be removing the spouses because that's what our plan says. But I don't agree with not increasing the amount of premium for retirees. So retirees' premiums will actually go down while employees, including my own, are going up.
Move to adopt.
I'll second.
We have a motion to adopt that and a second. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Brand,
No.
Commissioner Reagan,
Yes.
Commissioner Henry.
Yes. Next, we have, ordinance number 25-36, an ordinance creating a lien administrative fee for use by the Delaware County Auditor's Office.
This is one, Auditor Carroll sent me the updated amounts, late last week. I have not updated that into getting it presented to you guys. If we could just table the second reading until the next meeting, I'll get the clean draft to you and we can get that approved next time.
What's the new amount?
So the, total fee will be $60. The vendor will get 5 of that. The actual fee will be $55 then for the auditor's office.
But nothing else in this changes?
No. Nothing else changes. It's just the
Just
amounts.
those two amounts?
Correct.
So number 2 goes to from $25 to $60.
Right.
And in 2B, that amount goes to from $20 to $55.
Correct.
Correct.
I mean, we approve things quite a bit pending legal review or amendments to be changed.
You can. I didn't know if you wanted time to think about those fees
Yeah,
or.
well, it's more, which is better for the county.
So you want to make a motion to
I'll
adopt
make a
it
motion
with
to
those
adopt
corrections?
the 60. Yep.
Second.
We have a motion to approve this ordinance with those corrections and a second. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Brand,
Yes.
Commissioner Reagan,
Yes.
Commissioner Henry.
Yes. Next, we have ordinance number 2025-38, an ordinance removing all the deductions from payroll that are not provided or offered by Delaware County, Indiana.
Motion to approve.
Second.
We have a motion to adopt this and a second. Does somebody want to elaborate on this again real quick?
Sure. So these are plans that were previously offered by the county but are no longer sponsored by the county, but they were still running through payroll deduction. So in working with the auditor's office, agreed to remove the following: Boston Mutual Term Life Insurance, Boston Mutual Life Insurance, Anthem, Trustmark, Liberty National, the 529 Savings Plan, Expert Plan Annuity Principal, and any other deduction not provided or offered by the county. And then the auditor's office sent notice out to these companies, and what should happen is these companies should send a voucher to employees that are still participating in these, and that relationship will remain direct between those companies I just mentioned.
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Brand,
Yes.
Commissioner Reagan,
Yes.
Commissioner Henry.
Yes. Next is ordinance number 2025-39, an ordinance creating a tax sale administrative fee for use by the Delaware County Auditor's Office.
Auditor Carroll got back to us at the end of last week and he would like that fee to be $100. That was one that we had a blank in last time as he was going through and deciding what to put in there.
That's the amount we talked about the last meeting. Any other changes to this?
No.
No.
Any other questions?
Move we adopt.
A second.
Yes.
All right, Commissioner Riggins making a motion to approve this, adopt this as presented, and we have a second. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Reagan,
Yes.
Commissioner Brand,
Yes.
Commissioner Henry.
Yes. Next, we have ordinance number 2025-40, an ordinance amending ordinance number 2024-13, creating fixed asset capitalization inventory policy for Delaware County.
Sure. So the change to this one is the depreciation schedule. We've been working with our CPA in reference to the capital assets and looking back at how we capitalized them before and really what they should be is the reason we're adopting these changes, but there's several changes. It's largely due to some of the the buildings and roads. Yep, we are requesting roads to be out to 100 years to capitalize it, buildings 50 years, bridges at 75. In our previous reports, they were different than that, so he's recommended these changes. We're also breaking down some of the vehicles. For example, with the large trucks go to 15 years, so you can have a large dump truck. We typically keep those things much more than 15, but we can capitalize them out to 15 years. Then we have snow plows, we have large trucks. We also have pickup trucks who capitalize at 7 years, and smaller trucks would be 3 to 7, depending on if it's used or if it's new. Then we have cars at 5 years and SUVs at 10. So that's what he recommended. So this is what we're requesting for the modification for the ordinance.
I would suggest that this is kind of complicated.
Yeah.
I would suggest that this one be tabled until we actually
And
can
that's fine. There's no urgent on that.
see the corrections and read those.
I have a question. Where do ambulances fall?
We can include
Under-
that as a
under
separate
large.
item, but because some of those ambulances we actually keep and
Re-chassis.
re-chassis, so
Sure.
we could put something in there for those particular chassis, those type of things, if you'd like to see that.
Yeah, let's see that too.
We can get with CPA and get that clarified.
Okay.
Move to
That
table.
might make a difference on our funding. Look at Mike smiling back there. He's super excited. Motion to table.
Second.
Commissioner Reagan already made one.
Oh, second.
Commissioner Reagan made a motion to table in a second. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Brand,
Yes.
Commissioner Reagan,
Yes.
Commissioner Henry.
Yes, thank you. Next is ordinance number 2024-033, an ordinance approving amendments to the county personnel handbook. So this is something that was introduced last year, and I kind of feel like that. I feel like we adopted it, but I don't think we did. So we're trying to get this cleaned up a little bit. And I know there was several meetings where it was tabled, and everybody was working on it, and we kept making additions and additions and additions. And quite frankly, I think every meeting we made corrections that Danielle was supposed to add to the handbook. So I don't think it ever really did get adopted. And I feel like we need to adopt the version that we have currently. We're running into some issues. So, Josh, do you have anything to add? Danielle?
So to be clear, this is adopting the version that everyone thought was adopted, I think, from May. And so anything that's being worked on right now, that will come later, but this is just putting into place formally what everyone was abiding by since the May.
And you are currently working on amendments.
Correct.
Questions or comments? Do you feel like, I'm just asking, do you feel like there'll be amendments coming soon?
Lee and I met on Friday. We're probably halfway through. We're meeting again this afternoon. I would say by the next meeting, we should have all the drafts done
Okay.
of all the changes that have trickled in the last 6 months.
I was just gonna say, that's just gonna be a starting foundational point. I mean, once we have that, we'll still go through it and continue to implement, but this will be an ever evolving handbook. It's not gonna be something that is set in stone, one and done. We're gonna have to probably discuss this, I would say probably every quarter, just to have a quarterly time stamp on that.
I agree.
Moving forward, so, but yeah, this is just a starting point moving in the right direction.
Any other comments or questions? Do I have a motion to adopt?
So moved.
Second.
Motion to adopt this ordinance in a second. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Reagan,
Yes.
Commissioner Brand,
Yes.
Commissioner Henry.
Yes. Thank you.
Yep.
That's been a complicated process. All right, next we have old business, Catalyst Public Affairs Group. Commissioner Brand?
Yep. So Merchant McIntyre, this something came up, I think, in the January 6th meeting earlier this year, and we approved them, but we had asked them for a performance report, and I don't believe we really got much benefit out of this year. I would like to ask, is Bill Walters still here? Can you come up? I do mean to put you on the spot, but this isn't a gotcha question. Did you benefit from Merchant McIntyre?
We are benefiting from it. It's more than just the grant writing. They helped with the DOT, the culvert grant that we put in. As far as narrative, we are working with them on the disaster, on the EDA. The big part that comes in, not only working with our grant staff, but is the meetings that we have there with Department of Transportation and that. They are pretty much our liaison to get those meetings set specifically on point on just what we are there to work for. We're not there as the meet and greet, hey, we're from your area. There's a purpose and a rhyme to everyone that we go through. So we have not landed the grant yet, but with the EDA disaster relief on the backside, the USDA that we have done for 6 of them was through those organizations, through Merchant McIntyre as well.
So while we're considering asking them for a potential quote to support us in 2026, would you have a recommendation?
I have had great success. We, ECI's had great success with Merchant McIntyre. I know this year was lean. We just went through $7.4 trillion that were thrown out in 3 years. There was money all over the board. It's now a little bit tougher. When that was going done, I mean, we had over $3 million on that board. That investment of 80,000 I know seems very steep, but I think I know Shannon's been there. I know Stephen, I think you've been to DC. There's something going to DC, and then there's something having meetings in DC. We sat down with EPA, David Lloyd, the director. We sat down with the directors of the deal. We have had enough success through the federal program that connection between us and that, so we don't have to go out there 10 times a year, increase and have those. They're doing those meetings, and we're out there twice a year when we need to and set those meetings up.
That group knows the ins and outs, the do's and don'ts in Washington.
Mark McIntyre was George W. Bush's speechwriter. He has a lot of contacts on the inside. I mean, it's not influence, it's not name dropping out there. It's who you know to open a door that can make a phone call and get you to the table, can get that support letter. Senator Braun called us out there with Merchant McIntyre 2 times to go over the economic development, the international program that was put together by the Delaware County Commissioners and that team to review all of those projects. They do know who Delaware County is. They know who East Central Indiana Regional Planning District is. And a vital part of that has been the connection we've had with Merchant McIntyre. I would fully support that. That is your decision, but they are a very good group to work with, very responsive. And we have a team on the, every meeting Zoom call, they are there with us, partnering in those calls. They may not be in the meeting physically, but they are there on Zoom, going through the meetings we have with mayors, with commissioners when we're discussing these programs.
I will also say in the past, we have spoke with other companies in Washington that perform that kind of service. And we never really felt like anyone would be any
Everyone
more
that we looked at 3 different ones when we've been out there. We've done it a couple of times. I will say the ones that we have interviewed were a lot more expensive than the Merchant McIntyre and only did half of what they do.
Yeah.
They would only assist us in the meetings. They would not assist us in the narrative and the information gathering that would the data that we needed to present those grants at the federal level. They did not do that. It was more liaison and communication. We've got that side down. We don't need that. What we need is the actual meetings that matter, the data, help writing the narrative to fit what is going on and what they're awarding. As you know, money's out there. The grants, you back into a grant. You don't say, well, I want to build a bridge, let's go find money to do it. If they're already awarded grant, you've got to make your project fit within inside that narrative of the grant to even be considered. That is where they are vital and very important, with the data and the way we write our narratives, working together with both their team and our team.
Yes, on Catalyst, that's the lobbyist that counties used in Indianapolis. His recommendation was to not renew the contract for this year because of the fact that it's a short session. And the word that he's getting is it's going to be even shorter than statutory required. It may be done by the end of February. And their focus would be primarily on changes and fixes to Senate Bill 1. So he didn't think that the county would get much out of, he'll continue to keep everybody informed of what's going on, but, it didn't seem appropriate to continue his services to monitor that. Right.
And just to-
Appreciate his honesty there.
if I could, no, just clarify, they are more, Merchant McIntyre is more federal, but I have brought them in for ECI on state. We met with, they brought their whole team into Indianapolis when we met with NDOT, if you remember.
Yeah.
Commissioner Henry, when we were looking on the 3 lanes on I-69 after we did the corridor study. So he sat down, I believe it was with Ms. Fisher at the time, and then we went to Indianapolis and sat down in those meetings. They did accompany us and that. But they mostly handle just the federal side. They are not in the state house. They are not lobbying for us there in any way, shape, or form, unless needed, and we call them in.
We paid for this out of edit
Yes.
last year. Well, I think we should request an updated contract and take a look at it.
I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah. From
Now, you guys, we're
Merchant
talking 2 different things. You're
I
talking
know.
Callis, you're talking the state.
know.
The Merchant McIntyre is the federal side I bring to you.
Agree. We're talking about, I'm talking about requesting an updated contract. for
And if you
Merchant
remember
McIntyre.
right, on the federal side, we have always done that out of the DCRC. It's been pushed over there because we represent the
Right.
whole area,
Out
the
of
whole
TIF.
county, and all
So it's out
the
of
6
TIF.
towns.
Yeah, we did do that.
Okay. Thank
Good.
you.
Yep.
I'm good.
Right, department heads or elected officials.
Before Emily gets started, I just want to let you know that I made changes to ordinances 36 and 39, sent them to Jenna. So as per the comments,
Okay,
right?
thank you.
So you can have those originally signed for today.
Okay.
Thanks, John.
Emily?
Good morning
Now.
again, Emily Anderson, Court Administrator. According to the let me start over. According to the pay claim schedule, we have until today at noon to turn in claims. We did not make the deadline. So after speaking with Jenna on Friday, she said to bring it in this morning because Mr. Brand does not like his name stamped. So I don't know how you want to do this, but I have 7 claims that I need approved.
You can bring them up after the meeting. We can take a look at them.
Okay, you don't want to put on the record or anything.
So they wouldn't be in the, right
They're
now.
not going to be in your claims that you're approving. No.
Yeah, they're not in the 52 million.
No, and usually- and-
How,
this
how
is
much
some-
is, how much is it total?
I have no idea. I did not total it up. I have one
Roughly.
for 170, one for 732.50, one for 145, one for 322.59, one for $10, one for 126.80, and one for $60.76.
And can you explain what they're for
You
again?
you better read them.
They're different. They're all different.
Just read them.
So, and then my next question would be, are we going to change how we're doing things moving forward? Because usually we would just stamp them and move on. And we have until that certain date to do that. And then anything after that is encumbered. So that's just a question to put out there. First claim, do you want to see the copy that I have for y'all to sign? All right, first claim is for Dennis Winger and April. It's for a GAL appointment on a case out at juvenile court where the court has to cover that GAL fee for $170.
Okay.
Next one is for Dennis Winger and April, another juvenile GAL appointment for $732.50. One is for A1 Graphics for hearing notices out of Circuit Court 5 for $145. This invoice is for Amazon. It's for our USB flash drives that we have to provide copies of hearings to parties on cases. So that the USB flash drives, and then also crayons, and I know crayons sound weird, but we set up libraries in our hallway with books and coloring books that was provided by the Supreme Court. So we're just making sure we stock up on that. But the total amount is $322.59. I can tell you the crayons were like $28. The rest are USBs. Dandy Vending, it's water for our jurors. Cases of water, $60. It was 10 cases, sorry. And then we're reimbursing one of our employees, Keno. He had to go in and cover a deficit on our Old National Bank account for $10. We're reimbursing him for that so we could close out that account. And then the last two are mileage claims. One is for an employee, Mary Addison, for mileage residential visit for $126.80.
126.80.
126.80. And then another one from Mary Addison for a resident visit, total of $60.76.
Is that it?
That's it.
Does anyone have any questions?
No.
What's your pleasure?
I'm going to add them to the claims, and then do you want to handle it when we get to the claims? Or you want to do it separately?
How do you guys suggest we handle that? Do it now?
You can add it to the claims. I mean, these are regular claims for.
They just didn't make the deadline for the claims on there.
Okay.
And so on the pay schedule, they allow us till the 15th.
You got that? Okay, thank you.
You
Thank
can
you.
approve the claims as amended by adding those.
Okay.
Thank you, Emily.
John?
Morning, Commissioner John Catino, Emergency Management Director. I just wanted to give a shout out to the Highway Department. This weekend, obviously, had the weather come in, and Tommy's usually one of the first phone calls I get talking about the roads. His crew was out, so they stay in communication with us, which helps us determine, what travel level we need to be at. There are essentially our eyes and our ears out there in the county side of things. So I just want to give them a shout out and thank them for their hard work this weekend.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you.
Fred?
Fred Cummings, 911 Director. So along the same lines as Emily, I have a couple that I need you to approve as well.
Okay.
The first one's for Motorola, which is $26,800. That's the one that I talked to you about that you were going to pay up to $15,000 for. Happy to report that you guys actually don't have to pay for it. I found it in my budget, so.
26,800.
Correct.
Even? Okay.
For Motorola. And then I have two from Tyler. I have one for 8852.83 and then one for 352.77. Those are for encoder interfaces and Field Force Mobile and stuff like that. So those two are going to be brought in today to have you sign so that they're paid for out of this year's budget.
Okay. Help me out here. The one for 26,000.
28.6, yeah.
Are you paying that or are we paying?
I am paying it.
Okay.
I
Are you
did.
clear
I
on
added
that?
I added it in, so I don't need to add that in. Okay.
Oh, sorry, 26.8. You're right. I'm sorry.
26,800.
26,800?
It was 28. I think it's actually 28.6. I think she sent me the wrong amount, so I think it is 28.6.
Okay.
But that's not getting added into our claims.
It is getting added into claims.
Yeah, the total. It will.
All of these are getting added.
He's
into
just paying
claims.
for it. It's coming out of his account.
I'm just not submitting the bill to you as the commissioners. I found the money in the budget, so.
Okay.
So just to be clear, it's 28.6, is that?
Yeah, I think it's 28.6.
Okay.
That's what I'm using in my math.
Okay. Is that it?
Yep.
What do you have for it? Total?
Right now I have $52,119,286.15. 52,119,286.15.
Got it.
And Sherry Chafin, Chief Deputy Assessor.
It's the other microphone. The
No.
other one.
The red one.
There you go.
Sorry, I just want to remind the commissioners, any commissioner-owned property that have leases on them, just to make sure that we get copies in our office, just so that we are TAing those on, creating a bill for them. Because in the years past, I think we're finding out some leases that are out there that we don't have. That's money that we're missing out on. So I just want to make sure we're getting those. Also, another issue, the town of Yorktown, where Munciana facility is. Right now, that is owned by the town of Yorktown. I know at some point in time, somebody came in inquiring in regards to possibly splitting out where Munciana is. So that way it would have its own parcel. It automatically create a bill so we're not having to TA it on. Because I can't tell you how many years Munciana basically was exempt. So I just want to make sure we're getting everything in that we should be. Thanks.
Microphone. Do your microphone.
Is that a town of Yorktown Town Council action?
That would be.
Yeah. And then, they didn't pay anything, but they had like a 20-year abatement, if I recall, out there. So they didn't have anything for like 20 years, but it should have been assessed last year. And I think, has it, okay. Right, but it's corrected now, but you have to add it on, correct? Okay, so you're asking, can it be separated out? Yeah. Yep,
I think Yorktown was actually working on that along with a couple other issues.
I know the town manager has been asking questions, Chase. Yeah, okay, thank you, Sherry.
Yes.
Tanya Dunsmore, Chief Deputy Auditor. Pertaining to the claims that you're approving and people are coming up here and adding, I'm sure there's going to be other departments that are not here physically, like bringing you their amounts, that are going to have them in by noon today. I can tell you I have 3 sitting down on my desk that I plan on doing after the meeting, but that I did not bring them up here for your approval as far as individually, verbally giving them to you. So how do you want us to handle that?
How do we fix the problem of not having claims in time for the meeting? I mean, do we need to change the date?
That was something that has always been carried along on our claims schedule, and it states at the bottom of the schedule. I think it's just kind of like a last minute thing for the departments to get in before they have to encumber. So it's been on there since the beginning of the year. It's just, in fact, she brought it to my attention. Emily brought it to my attention because I'd forgotten it even said that at the bottom. Therefore, it's kind of like a scramble time, I guess you'd say, for everybody last minute to get it in. So we can change it in the long run. Not saying we can't, but for today, I need to know how the commissioners want us to handle the ones we receive by noon.
I want to see them and I'll sign them with my blue pen if I approve them.
Yeah, I'll be here too. So if you can bring them up at noon.
We will.
Yep.
Thank you.
Any other department heads or elected officials? No, none.
Don Chambers, Superintendent of Maintenance. I just want to reiterate, this is my first year being here for the winter. My team and I, we worked great together. I think we did a heck of a job. And also Tommy for the help over the weekend. His guys are all doing a great job too. So I just want to let y'all know that they're doing a great job and I'm very happy with them. So
thank you.
Thank you.
Well, again, we appreciate you guys. Appreciate the highway department. I got a hold of EMS to plow 911 center. So I'm just glad everything worked like it did.
I'd like to call Kylene up to the podium, please.
Uh-oh.
Under departments. Kylene.
Yes.
I think we forgot to honor you on your Excellence in Public Service Award that you received back in November. But I
Oh,
want
thank
to
you.
officially thank you for your service and congratulate you on your award.
Thank you very much.
And we also have Mr. Ashley, who was the runner-up, and we appreciate his nomination.
You gonna stand up, Mike?
Yeah.
Or something?
and- Appreciate both of you. Thank you.
Yeah, it's a great job to both of you. All right, next we have payment claims of over $52 million.
Somewhere north of
So,
52
so
million.
I've got a big list.
Go ahead.
Commissioner Brand has a list.
You want to go?
No, you go. You go through, and I'll mark it off mine.
No problem. So big claims, 52 million, somewhere north of 52.2 million. A lot of reconciliations happened this month. So we'll start off with local income tax, property tax relief. That was $4,286,586.83. There was also, these are the false settlements, by the way. There was the SWETA, which is a form of property or lit, and that goes state excise tax, income tax, fines or fees, infraction judgments, special death benefit fees, state disclosure fees, coroner education fees, interstate corporate fees, state mortgages, all that stuff goes. That was $1,858,178.34. We had stormwater settlements that came in. These go to the towns and to the sanitary districts, $2,691,000. $389.17. We also had fall settlements to all the taxing units, so the towns, the schools, the airport authority, the solid waste district, township trustees get it. This is a big one, $34,812,366.78. We also had our commercial vehicle excise tax, $375,378. That gets distributed to the towns, the trustees, solid waste, sanitary, etc. We have a FIT tax, financial institution tax, $505,211 also goes to the schools, library, public transportation. So we pay a portion of MITS out of that, airport authority. We had some edit money, not a lot there, but $51,884.30. We bought a salt spreader for Don and his team. That helped them do a great job. Some economic development, some general maintenance. There were almost $77,000 worth of credit cards that I couldn't reconcile to the receipts that were given to us, so I won't be approving the claims today. Civil penalties correction, I believe this goes to the city, $36,000. Wheel tax, $178,306. That goes to the towns, the cities, and the county. State Board of Accounts, we get the privilege to pay them to audit us, $95,144.05. Wheel tax for October, $223,475.07. And then some tax sale things here. We had a redemption and a surplus. The first one, the redemption, $104,638.13, and the surplus, $820,400.90. And then we had certified shares for local income tax distribution, $1,336,948.88. That goes to the towns, the trustees, the airport, the sanitary, so forth. Public safety lit came in $557,062, distributed to the towns and the city and the county. And then edit, our economic development income tax, $891,299.25. And then we had to pay our jail bond out of edit line number 1. That was $1,647,500.
For a total of,
As of this moment, $52,119,286.15.
did you get that figure? Motion to approve?
Oh,
Do I have
so
a
moved.
motion to approve? I'm sorry.
I'll second.
So a motion to approve the claims in a second. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Brand,
No.
Commissioner Reagan,
Yes.
Commissioner Henry.
Yes. We have payment of ARP claims of $13,642.50.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any comments? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Reagan,
Yes.
Commissioner Brand,
Yes.
Commissioner Henry.
Yes. We have a payment of payroll for 12/3 of 2025, $1,076,456.43.
Motion to approve.
Second.
A motion to approve that in a second. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Brand,
Yes.
Commissioner Reagan,
Yes.
Commissioner Henry.
Yes. We have a payment of longevity bonus payroll, $265,933.33.
So moved.
I'll second, and this was not in our packet, so it is here. We haven't reviewed this or signed it yet.
Okay.
Just letting you know.
You did second it.
I
though,
did
correct?
second it. I
Roll,
did.
roll call, please.
Commissioner Brand,
Yes.
Commissioner Reagan,
Yes.
Commissioner Henry.
Yes. All right, next we have public comments. We have one person signed up, Mr. Ken Mace. Mr. Mace, you'll have 3 minutes to speak, sir.
I won't take that much time. I just have a question. I talked to some people over the weekend who are associated with the First or Second Harvest Food Bank, and they're looking for an alternative location for their food distribution. And I just wanted to ask, is the fairgrounds a place that could be considered for that?
I'm personally not in favor of that. I feel like that, I've spoke with the people with the fairgrounds. I feel like that it may cause some issues out there with their renting of the space out there, at least 'cause it's 2 days a month. And I think it'll create some issues as far as trash and other things out there. That's just my opinion. I think there's other places that they could do this. I think you could use the movie theater parking lot. It's just right across the road from the where they currently do it now. There's plenty of space there. And I think there's city parks available. I don't know about any school parking lots, but I think there's other options. That's just my opinion.
I just wondered if the fairgrounds was under consideration for that. And
We've been talking.
It was under consideration, the recommendation. So the fair board, there's a board at the fairgrounds. It's separate, and I typically listen to the recommendations of the board, and we had as Commissioner Henry said, they were not in favor.
thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Okay, that's all who signed up. Final thought, Commissioner Riggin?
The rain's coming, so out in the county, if it used to pool before the rain or before the snow melts, if we could get some help out there to get those places that will be flooding back the snow, it's going to be holding a lot of that water.
You're talking about later this week?
I'm talking about Thursday when the rain
Yeah.
comes in, and if the farmers can help us, I don't know, just get that snow off the road a little bit, down to the creek. There are just certain areas,
Mm-hmm.
so everybody's gonna have to be safe for a while.
Thank you. Anything else?
No.
Thank you. Commissioner Brand?
Yeah, thank you, Mr. President. So we have a announcement for an upcoming road closure. This is to do some guardrail work in Hamilton Township. So Rorton Road between County Road 25 West and Walnut Street. Dean?
Can I make a correction to that? So
Yeah.
we need to do some potholing to locate some utilities. That is going to be pushed into January.
Okay.
So very recent change. So sorry for the
That-
late on that.
That's no road closure, folks.
Yep. Yep.
So,
But I think, with that being said,
yeah,
I think on 500 North, there's some electrical work going to be done down there. Did anyone else get that email?
I did not get that notice. Private
I
contractor?
believe there is. They've done some out, like west of Nebo. They're putting in new power poles, and there's some up in the Rorton area just west of 3 power poles that are laying in the ditch. So I'm guessing that's where the area
It's
is. So
coming.
just kind of watch for that. Yeah.
Yep.
Good. I'm sorry, sir.
No problem. Thanks for the correction, Dean. So we had our final town hall of the year last Thursday night at Selma, 6 o'clock. Pretty good turnout. We had really great conversation with the town council in Selma. It was live streamed, so I don't know if it was recorded or not, but if it was, you can go back and watch it. It's my opinion that the town halls were pretty effective this year. I think that I learned something in talking with every single community, and I believe that those communities learned something in talking with the commissioners. As such, I'd like to continue this. So for the first quarter of next year, I would propose that we do one in Eaton. For the second quarter, I propose we do one in Cowan. And for the third quarter, I propose we do one in Daleville. And I don't have a recommendation for the fourth quarter. I mean, I have some ideas, but we would need to set the fourth quarter.
Could I make a suggestion
Sure.
that, and I would like to try this, but maybe in the warm quarter, we go to Prairie Creek.
Okay. So Q3 or Q2?
Yeah.
Okay. Push Daleville to Q4 and do something at Prairie Creek.
Do some
Q3.
Prairie Creek out there in that park area.
I like that.
They have that new room.
Yeah. That's just my thought.
Okay. So let's
Let's look at the schedule too, so
Absolutely.
we can
Yeah,
get our
yeah.
vacations around those.
Yep. Yeah, that Thursday evenings, we were all there.
Well,
Seemed to
right.
Work.
We
Anyway.
don't know what we're gonna be doing in June, July.
Yep. I think it's part of our commitment. You know, we're supposed to
I
be
agree, I
communicating.
just think we need to talk before we set the date.
Yep, will do.
Thank you.
Yep, absolutely. Also, I'd just like to thank all the employees of the county for a good year. I do believe everybody's doing their best every day to make the public better. I don't believe that anybody comes to work and says, hey, I'm just going to do what I can to not do a good job today. I don't believe that to be true. This wasn't an easy year. We took on some tough topics, and it takes courage to do those things. And together, we're going to have to take on some additional tough topics in 2026. And in 2027, we're going to have to take on some really tough topics, provided that there aren't any substantial changes to Senate Bill 1. I can tell you in my conversations with our state legislators, they're probably not going to do much to help the towns or the cities or the communities, the townships, but they probably will do something to help the schools, which I think's incredibly important. So as we take on these tough topics in the next year and the following year, I appreciate everybody's cooperation and support. Hope everybody has a happy New Year and a Merry Christmas. And again, thank you very much for what everybody does for the county every day. It's important work, and I'm glad to be part of it.
Yes, I did forget, I do want to wish our friends happy Hanukkah also, and also have a blessed Christmas.
All right, is that it?
And a safe New Year.
In the meeting we had out there at Selma, I agree with you. It was a good meeting. I know Mr. Walters is going to be meeting with Selma officials this week to try to look at some of the projects that they have talked about. I think we'll look at those in the future too, as we have some of the Gaston issues and some of the other issues that we've run across in these town halls. But in the town hall, their officials had requested assistance purchasing a salt spreader. This is a skid unit salt spreader. They had a couple quotes. One was for $10,700. Another one was for $9,700. The $9,700 one is a local quote. It's a Right Way Automotive up in Albany. Again, this is a skid unit salt spreader that slides in the back of a truck. They had requested assistance in purchasing this. What is your thoughts?
We have money in Edit Capital, and it's definitely a need out there.
Sounds like a good deal.
I'd make a motion to approve the quote to or from Right Way in Albany. I like the fact that it's local. What was the amount again?
$9,700.
$9,700 even to come out of Edit Capital.
We have a motion to approve the request from the town board in Selma, and a second. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Reagan,
Yes.
Commissioner Brand.
Yes.
Commissioner Henry.
Yes. I too would like to thank all the employees for all your hard work and the department heads, and it's been a rough year. I think this is probably the last meeting that I'll be the official over, so I look forward to not doing that anymore. But no, it's been a good year. It's been tough, but again, I truly appreciate all of our employees. All the companies that work with Delaware County and everybody involved. So please have a safe holidays and Merry Christmas to everyone. Enjoy your families. I entertain a motion for recess.
So move.
Second.
So a motion to recess and a second. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Reagan.
Yes.
Commissioner Brand.
Yes.
Commissioner Henry.
Yes. On recess. Hey, Jenna.